I thought I would go ahead and start this live stream out with these bad glasses. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? And my 2024 solar eclipse through the eyes of NASA. So, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Linda M. They're the ones that sent this stuff to me and Blakely. And I just thought that was very cool because honestly, I wouldn't have known where to get this. And these are the official, conforms to and meets the transmission requirements of ISO, blah, 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 blah. So I guess there's all kind of music, all kind of songs we could have started out with. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Antonio. We need to kind of start out, I think, with a little music in the beginning. Right? I'm not liking the lighting here. Needs to kind of twist around. Anyways, guys, happy solar eclipse day. And hope you all got a chance to see the solar eclipse. That was pretty cool. I need this. There you go. All right. I think that's a little better. I feel like a little shadow going on. Anyways, happy Monday. Monday Night Live, Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel. Appreciate everybody who's showing up. We do have a little bit of a different format going on. We're actually streaming live to Facebook now, to our Facebook page, as well as our YouTube channel. So we have people that are watching us from YouTube, as well as on Facebook, as well as our YouTube. So there you go. And I'm trying to kind of figure out, like I said, this is a new format. It's a little bit different for me and what I'm seeing, and I'm just trying to kind of decipher it all. But I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Obviously, we're not out remotely. I know. Hey, Antonio, I'm kind of looking for all of our numbers.
Bring up Edge.
So, do I got to go back and forth?
You might, yeah.
No. Well, error. Please use keyframe frequency of 20. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to have to go back and forth. Like I said, this is a new format. I'm trying to get used to it, and so forgive me tonight if I'm kind of trying to go back and forth. We came up with this because of our remote streams. Me doing out there from my cell phone, and my Meta glasses. So I want to use my Meta glasses at some point. So we kind of figured out now how we can stream both to Facebook and YouTube. So welcome everybody, and I want to welcome anybody who's on Facebook to our live stream. All right, so let me give a big shout out to Jerry Bell, #1 here today, and I appreciate that. And Elizabeth Lorenzo, thank you for joining us. Kevin, welcome. And I'm going to see Kevin here in this studio. pretty shortly, I think. I think he's coming on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, Patricia, it seems to me that I haven't seen you on here for a while. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm thinking that I haven't seen Patricia here in a while. Maybe you just didn't like my remote streams. Is that what it was, Patricia? I'm trying to do something a little bit new, a little bit different. I don't know how well that's working. I need you guys, all of you, to please let me know what you think about the remote. It seems like I kind of lost everybody on the Spanish Springs tour, and I don't know. I don't know if that's just me or what, but I know I had a lot of transmission issues as well. That was just crazy. I don't know what happened there. But I do know that I have to go and change out my jetpack Wi-Fi from a 4G to a 5G. And I have yet to do that. But Missy, you like my shirt? I love it. Again, big shout out to Tom and Linda. Thank you very much. I'm just going to wear this thing all night here. Okay, so hopefully y'all got the chance to see it. I got a chance to see it thanks to Tom and Linda. And I shared my glasses with Antonio and Christian, who are here today. Blakely was not here today. Her loss. Actually, she was up in the Panhandle. So she probably, I don't know. I don't know if she had her glasses with her or not, but she would have been able to see it, I think, a lot better than we were able to see it. We probably saw, it said about 60%. I don't know, it kind of looked about 50% to me. So anyways, let's see here. I don't want to get caught too far behind. So Kevin, hey. Gary Winkle from Tallahassee. Yeah, actually, Tom sent me one of these shirts. I think I might be wearing Blakely's. This is a large, but I grabbed this today. She's not here today, so I don't know. Anyways, let's see. So Patricia again, welcome. Hello, Missy Mo. Hello from Michigan. Thank you so much for joining. And then my old buddy, Wrestler Mania Tom. Hey, look, I see an Ira Miller, my favorite male live show, realtor in Central Florida. How does the man on the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. A good Eclipse joke, which you only can tell once every, 20 years? I think my son told us the next time there's an eclipse, what do you say, 2040, I think, maybe? So, anyways, I want to take advantage of wearing this memorabilia here because I really like it. All right. So, so my work here is, are you out of here, Wrestler? So Henry Miller, thanks for joining us this evening. And Missy Mo, I'm glad you liked my shirt. I just thought, what better way to start off the show with my whole attire here going on, even though I can see absolutely nothing with these things on. I can't even see my lighting here in the studio. So Bill, hello, Ira from the Villages, Florida. Wait a minute. So, hello, Ira from, you telling me I'm from the Villages, Florida? Or are you in the Villages, Florida? All right, so Frank's jumping on here. Happy Monday to you too, Frank. Thanks for joining us. My stream died.
He's talking about last week because you asked him how that stream went.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, it didn't totally die, but it kind of, yeah. So Patricia says, I was out in California, but I'm back in Augusta now, just in time for the Masters. Yay. Thank you, Henry, for my nice shirt here. I wish that I could back up the camera so y'all can see the whole shirt. Maybe I could just keep it like this. How's that? All right. Ira, I looked into the eclipse today in hopes of getting my superpowers. Luann said, I am now super... Oh my God. I was upset. I was already a super a-hole. I was gypped. So, well, wrestler, I mean, look. Let's see here. So, anyways, let's see. Oh, they had the same shirt on? Wow. Okay. So y'all have a home in LaBelle? I used to ride my motorcycle from Fort Lauderdale across Alligator Alley up to Clewiston. And I think LaBelle is right outside of Clewiston. So this is when I was like 18 years old. So that's 50 years ago. So I can only imagine how much it's really grown up over there in LaBelle. Let's see. And Victoria, thank you for joining us this evening. Hi, Ira, it's Pat and Jane. Hey, I was just with those guys. With y'all, ladies. Sorry. We enjoyed meeting you last week. Thanks for meeting up with us at On Top of the World. We fell in love with it, and I think that's the place for us. Very cool. Thank you for talking to Luke over there for me as well. Maybe kind of, I started an email to him and got kind of got all caught up. And let's see. But, oh, so Bill, off Moyer Loop by the Belle Glade Country Club. Oh, I thought you were talking about the real LaBelle in right around the Everglades. Let's see. Oh, so let me share with you kind of what happened this weekend for me. Really had a great time in St. Augustine this weekend. My nephew's getting married. So a very good friend of his had a bachelor party for Justin. And just a little bit of, let me show you a little bit of, oh, well, before we go there, here we go. I tried to get, this is a video of the eclipse today. Didn't really come out like I wanted it to, obviously. I put those glasses up to my lens on my camera and didn't really do the job like I thought it would. But you can see over here now, there is a little bit of the eclipse in my photos, which was very cool. I think you can see it off, a little bit to the right as it was coming around. So here in the villages, I'd say we had about a 50% coverage from here. And to be honest with you, I didn't even think at first that we would have even had any kind of, anything of the eclipse. I thought it was way out there in Texas and Missouri and Arkansas and going on up the coast, or not the coast, but up the middle of the country. I didn't even know we were going to even be able to see any of it. So little did I know, but again, thanks for Tom and Linda helping me out here. We were able to kind of partake in that. So that was very cool. Back to this weekend. Me and my buddy Joey, my son, who turns 22 in a couple months, we were attending my nephew Justin's bachelor party, and Justin was having a great time with that tomahawk steak. So where we went to go eat, they cut the tomahawk. They slow roast this steak for hours and hours and hours. They brought a couple of them to the table for us, and then somebody said, "Here you go, Justin, finish it off." So that's what he was doing. They had some really cool whiskey flights over there. So if any of you are some whiskey fanatics, or here's some for what is that, $110 down here, the Whistle Pig, Boss Hog Whistle Pig, top of the line, 3 little tiny shot glasses for $110. I said, I'm just going to go with the nectar of the gods over here. Go with Angel's Envy and Heaven's Door and Heaven Hill. So the guy that was throwing the bachelor party, I kind of felt bad and didn't want to really take too much advantage. I'm eating on this huge 3-pound tomahawk steak is what they told us it was, and there were 2 of them, so there was 6 pounds of meat at the table. So we really had a great time. So St. Augustine, wonderful place. All right, so Victoria, thanks for the shout out. How you doing? And then, so Bill is off of Moyer Loop by the Belglade. Let's see, Victoria. When buying a new veranda, do you get to pick out the flooring, countertops, bath fixtures, cabinets, etc., or do they come as is when buying new? I mean, obvious. So, I found out now that, because things always change in the villages, and it's almost hard to even keep up with how much things are changing. So they have packages now. Or wait a minute. I might be thinking about, actually I'm thinking about Stone Creek. So when you're buying new, you can buy a brand new spec home from the villages, or they call them inventory homes. They're different in on top of the world, Stone Creek, the villages. They're called move-in ready homes in on top of the world. Inventory homes in the villages, and oh gosh, I forget what they call them at Stone Creek, but as a contractor, I call them spec homes. That's what they really are. So they're already spec'd out, they're already built, so they're completed, and it is what it is. You get what you get. Or you go in and you can build your own home from the ground up. And in the villages, you can pick out, your features of what you want when you're building your home. And they've really limited all three of them really have actually kind of limited. I mean, I know when I used to work for the villages, boy, I would have a great time helping people move walls and eliminate doors here. And I mean, it was, as a contractor and as a draftsman. I was not an architect. My daughter is studying for interior architectural design, so she's one step further than what I was back in the day when I started out my career as a draftsman. And so, yeah, you can pick out, you can't move walls anymore like you used to be able to, and add, some of them have stretches now and some of them don't, just depending on the home site. So, yeah, you can go ahead and pick your flooring countertops. And again, since I don't work for the villages anymore, I don't really follow them as much anymore as to whether you can, how much you can pick now and what they allow you to pick anymore. I'm kind of out of the loop on that. I guess I probably should get back in the loop, because I've actually, if any of you have seen the video I put out, I'm here for you. And I have put a video out that if you want buyer representation, because again, when you're in the villages, they're all sellers agents. So if you're looking for buyer representation, I have offered myself. And everybody asked me, well, how much do you charge? And so I've settled on, so normally when a real estate agent sells a home, let's say they're the buyer's agent, and when they sell a home, in today's environment, real estate environment today, the seller offers, when we go to list a home as a real estate agent, we talk to the seller, are we going to go with 5%? Are we going to go with 6%? Half goes to the selling agent, half goes to the buyer's agent. That's kind of how it works today. And so 2.5% is the norm for a buyer's agent. Well, I decided I'm only going to charge 0.5% rather than 2.5% for right now. So if you want my representation as a buyer's agent, I'm going to charge 0.5%. So whatever 0.5% of a $300,000 home would be $1,500 if I do the math real quick for you. $2,000 for a $400,000 home. So you get my expertise. If you're looking to build a home, then I can help with finding lots for you. We would work with a village's agent together. We'd go out, look at lots. I'd give you my input as to the lots. We look at the contract. We look the contract over. I could help you with selections in the features that go in the home. This is all if you're building a new home, right? Then I can help you out with checking out the home, kind of, looking over. If you're not here, I can help, time to time, go look at the home for you. I can do the walkthrough with you, and I can be at the closing. So all that for 0.5%, I think, is a pretty good deal, right? And the same with a inventory home. I'm trying to kind of catch where I'm at. All right, so that's my advertisement for myself for today. All right, so let me go back to our chat, and then we'll kind of go on over to the MLS and see what the market's doing. All right, so back at it. 100% coverage, Missy says, here in Luna Pier, Michigan. Cool. Is it true that both husband and wife have to be on the deed on a house in Florida? No, Peter, it is not. So I'm trying to think. The husband and wife, I believe, are on the note when you get a mortgage, but you can set up the home. Actually, let me do something here with you guys, and I appreciate that that question. Let's see. How to title TITLE. Come on. Let's see if I can get it here. Let's see, because I'll be honest with you. House title, common holding. Let's see. Gosh. Maybe I need to go like this. Okay, maybe that's going to be better for us. All right, this looks like what I'm looking for. 5 common methods of holding real property title, ownership, and usage rights. Let's see, let's get rid of that. Trending videos. It won't go. Joint tenancy occurs when 2 or more people hold title to real estate jointly with equal rights to enjoy the property during their lives. If one of the partner dies, their rights of ownership passes to the surviving tenant through a legal relationship known as right of survivorship. Okay, here's some of the advantages, disadvantages. Tenancy in common. 2 or more persons hold title to real estate jointly with equal or unequal percentages of ownership. This talks about how you can own tenancy by the entireties. This method can only be used when owners are legally married, and this is how, Peter, if you're married, typically the title company will title your deed and tenants by the entirety. So when something happens to one person, it automatically transfers over to the other person, and they don't lose. So that's kind of that's a great question. I appreciate that question, Peter. Very important. So you don't have to title your home in both your names, but if you title it in tenancy in by the entireties, then it'll go right to your wife automatically if that's what you're looking for. So just make sure that you know how you want. If you want, like, maybe your half to go to a son or daughter or whatever. Oh gosh, come on, get out of here. Then you might want to go to let's see, where are we? Where are we? Tenancy in common. So this is what you would title your property in if you wanted your share to go to somebody else. All right. advantages and disadvantages. So go ahead and look all that up, you guys, and yeah, we can. It'll be pretty clear for you. I tried taking pics through glasses as well in PA. It did not work for me either. If I were home, I would have tried a dark filter on my camera. I know. I don't know why I didn't. This thing just kind of creeped up on me, actually. Oh, well, maybe next time. When is the next time? Right. I found your village on the map. It's south of 466A. Yes, it is. So it's right off of Morris Boulevard on Moyers Loop. Okay, we got, wait a minute. Okay, hi Jerry, flew back to Rhode Island on Saturday and flew back at blank AM this morning. Okay. We don't know what that is, but okay. 5 a.m. Okay, there we go. Trying to convince a good friend of mine to go in on a pre-owned 3-bedroom, 2-bath courtyard villa or designer home in the Villages. Please hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, we love your thumbs up button. That really kind of helps our SEO, search engine optimization. If anyone wants to buy a home, oh, thanks, Kevin. And whoa. What happened here? Oh, no one was moving.
Jeez.
Oh. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks very much. Looking forward to you. Wait a minute. I thought, weren't you supposed to come in the office on Wednesday, Kevin? I thought that's what Christian said. Yeah. So, maybe nobody's supposed to know about that. Or maybe it's a Zoom. Because he told me I did have a Zoom with somebody too. So, I don't know, we're doing Zoom podcasts for anybody who might want to join us. I have no clue how that works. But I'm going to find out on Wednesday anyways. Usually it's just me one-on-one with somebody. As I think you've probably seen a couple of podcasts already that we've put out. Hope you all are enjoying those. Thank you, Patricia. I thought 0.5% is... You know, the funny thing, this is the funny thing. So I was doing the math. So 300,000 times, $300,000 property. So I thought 0.5% was 0.05, right? Makes kind of sense to me. 300,000 times 0.5% or 0.05. 50% is 0.5. 0.05 is 5%, and that's what we get. $15,000 would be nice on a $300,000 property, but I'm guessing it's 0.005. That's 0.5%. 0.005. Who knew? I told somebody 0.5%. I think I told somebody 0.5%, and they did the math, and they were thinking I was charging $15,000 for my services. I don't know. I guess I'm not a math genius, but that was surprising enough. Anyways, thank you, Kevin, for that as well. Thank you, Patricia. 0.5%. I felt like 0.5% or 0.5% is reasonable. Personal opinion, 0.5% seems low for your expertise and experience. 1% seems more like just my personal opinion. And wrestler, I agree 100% with you. So, this is, what do you call it? An introductory offer. So, for a limited time only. So, we're going to see how that works. But I thought I'd start off with 0.5%, see how it works. You know, I'm not greedy. I'm not in it, you know, as you all know, just for the money. I'm just trying to help you out. But, I just got to get paid something for my time, I guess, because I could be working with somebody else as well. So, So there you go, 0.5%. If anybody else, is out there is wondering what I charge. A few weeks ago, I wasn't really sure of what I wanted to charge, and then we get into this deal about what's going on in July, right? And we talked about that, I think, a couple weeks ago, about what that's all about. And, so I think I've learned a little bit more, but it's not that I guess it was confirmed to me what I was saying a couple of weeks ago. And that is, first of all, the MLS, from a realtor's perspective, if I'm looking in the MLS at a listing, I could always see what the seller was offering the buyer's agent. And like I said, typically it was either 3% or 2.5% to the buyer's agent. And then that's where the big lawsuit came from. These sellers thought, why am I paying the buyer's agent to buy my home? That buyer should be paying his agent to be looking at homes and sell my home. But let's think about this logically, okay? And I think this is kind of how we ultimately ended up with the system that we have today. So you're a seller, and you want to sell your home. And you have, well, hold on. We're going to come back, but let's get the facts straight. We have, how many homes we have on the market today? Oh, get out of there. Residential. All right, in the villages, right here, the villages, we have 387 homes on the market today. All right, so you're a seller and you want an advantage. And you're going to offer that buyer's agent, well, it'll probably start off with maybe 1% because of this new commission structure that's happening. So like I said, a bunch of buyers kind of got together, sued the National Board of Realtors, and they were saying that they're trying to price fix things, and things just were standard. That was just a standard way of doing business, was the seller and pays the buyer's agent. But so what happened was, or what's gonna happen is, if I just can't see all sellers just saying, okay, I'm out, I'm not gonna pay for the buyer's agent. Then you're gonna get a seller that's gonna say, okay, I'm going to pay the buyer's agent 1% while everybody else is not paying the buyer's agent anything, because I want that buyer agent to bring his buyers over to my house and sell my house. Quite logical, correct? Then you're going to have another buyer say, I'm going to offer 1.5% because I want to beat this guy who's offering 1%, and there we go. We got another seller out there offering 1.5%. And then we got another one offering 2%. We're back to where we were to start with, right? At 2.5%, 3% or whatever. We're right back to where we were. And that's how I see things kind of working out. So everybody's saying, well, those buyers agents out there are going to have to make their own deal with their buyers. And, unfortunately, that might be true in the beginning. But ultimately, I think, fast forward a year, and you're probably going to find, all these sellers are back to where they were and offering a commission. And so I don't want to get myself in trouble, because I'm not saying I would ever do this, but human nature, I think, kind of takes over some people, and some people are in it for the money, or only in it for the money, and some agents out there are going to be, unscrupulous, and they're going to be looking at that sell. They're going to be looking to see who's offering the extra 0.5%, 1%, 1.5%, or whatever. It's just probably going to happen just because some people are only in it for the money. Some real estate agents are only in it for the money. So that's not the way it's supposed to work. That's not the way I work. But like I said, you're going to get some young, inexperienced agents in here who are wanting to make a quick buck, and that's probably what they're going to do. So just my speculation on the whole thing going on. All right, so that's why, I came up with my 0.5% right now. The villages don't offer anything to an MLS agent. And let me tell you, the whole thing too is, if that is the case where buyer's agents have to work with a buyer and make their own commission structure and talk to a buyer about how much they charge for a commission, yeah, again, you're going to have dog eat dog. You're going to have some agents say, I only charge 0.5%. I don't know how you're ever going to live strictly on 0.5% for every buyer you work with. However, my 0.5%, again, is for villages listings only, because they're all seller's agents and I'm a buyer's agent, and I would give you my 24 years of experience working for the villages for 9 years, and then whatever the math tells us, 15 years in the MLS. So that's kind of how things will tend to work itself out. But Tom, I appreciate you saying that I'm worth a lot more. And you know what, I agree. Contractor's license, home inspector license, ex-draftsman, broker, real estate broker, worked for the villages for 9 years, worked in real estate for a total of 24 years. That to me is very valuable in experience, and I do not know any other agent in this market who has and brings that kind of experience and expertise. So, I mean, I'm not the guy that blows his own horn. I'm just stating facts that, I hear horror stories all the time about, people, why, is somebody calling us here?
I just got it.
I hear horror stories all the time as to inexperienced agents out there not giving. Call them back.
It was a bot.
Huh?
I picked it up.
Oh, okay.
It was a bot.
So, caveat emptor. How's that? Let the buyer beware. And you really need expert representation. And so in contracts, these real estate contracts, I can't even tell you how important it is to understand and know the real estate contract, the FAR bar contract. The Villages has their own contracts. I can't even express to you how important it is. This is a legal binding agreement, so you really have to know your contract, and if you don't, a lot of problems could happen. And not only that, but there's a lot of things in that contract that protects buyers, and an inexperienced agent won't even know what's in there to protect you if they're not. And that's what I tell my new agents. You guys, I tell all my new agents, print that contract out and you read it every day until you know it inside and out, upside down or whatever, because there's so much packed into that contract that you have to know what it is to help your buyer, okay? And there's a lot of people out there that just have no clue. And I have to go to sellers agents all the time and say, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you have to do this, or you have to do that, because that's what's in the contract. I'll give you one little example. In a contract, it says that if I'm the selling agent, right? No, this is if I'm the selling agent. It says that the buyer agrees to allow the selling agent to contact his lender, the buyer's lender, to see where they're at with the approval process. Because we've had to call, and we've had to ask, hey, tell us who your buyer's financial institution is, their lending institution. And the buyer's agent will say, I don't have to tell you that. That's private information. Well, guess what? It's right in the FAR bar contract that says the seller's agent has every right to contact the buyer's financial institution to kind of see where they are in the approval process. And you have to quote right in that contract. So I cannot even tell you how much is in there. And it takes me an hour to go over the whole contract with my buyers, because I want them to know word for word, paragraph for paragraph, what is in this contract. And it would take 2 or 3 hours if I read it word for word. And I had 2 agents get with one of their buyers, and they start to read every single word in that contract. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. No. We'll be here for 2 hours if you do that. We're here for an hour just paraphrasing it, right? Know your contracts, agents out there. And so I'm really hard on my agents about knowing their contract. All right, enough of that. Who are you rooting for tonight? Oh, basketball. Jerry, I am rooting for Ira. Why do you ask? See that? Jerry, you walked right into it. You walked right into that trap. And you too, Kevin. Thank you, Tom. All right now. So this Mindy says ours is JTWROS. And I'm going to tell you, your average person is not even going to have a clue what that means. And I'll tell you what it means. Joint tenancy with right of survivorship. Joint tenancy. I can go back to the thing where it says joint tenancy with right of survivorship. That's what tenancy by the entireties. Wait a minute, where did that go? tenants by the entireties, joint and several liabilities. Well, this is tenancy in common. This doesn't even talk about joint tenancy with right of yeah, here it is. Joint tenancy with right of survivorship. When two or more people hold title to real estate jointly with equal rights to enjoy the property during their lives, if one of the partners dies, their rights of survivorship passing to the surviving tenants through a legal relationship known as right of survivorship. Tenants can enter into a joint tenancy at the same time. Right of survivorship. What are joint tenants with right of survivorship? There it is. Okay. So, this right here is not necessarily for, come on back to you. So that isn't necessarily for married couples. That is just for two people who are owning a property together. And so it gives the rights to the surviving person. Anyways, we can get into that, but I'm not even going to go down that road right now. Just wanted to just kind of explain it a little bit of what's going on, and then you guys can go ahead and look it up. He doesn't need any help, wrestler. That's hilarious. You guys kill me. 0.5% for VLS home builder is what I think he means. That is correct. 2044 is, okay, I thought it was 2040, but actually, yeah, my son did say it was in 20 years, which would be 2044. And then he starts doing the math with his sister, and, you know, they start comparing their ages. My son is younger than my daughter, so he likes to rub it in that he's 2.5 years younger, and so he's way younger than her, and she's way old at 24. Can you believe that? Me, I'm probably going to be dead by then. Just saying. Ira was partially eclipsed. I was partially bathed in the eclipse. But I'll take some better than none. So it was pretty cool. I have to admit. It would have really been cool if I flew to wherever the path went to be in total darkness. That'd be cool, but maybe I'll fly somewhere in the world the next time. They're talking about the U.S. It'll probably happen before then, somewhere in the world. I will be there. Okay, thanks, Kevin. Thanks for the confirmation. I want everybody to kind of join us when that happens. What happened to Kevin and Karen's testimonial video on your website? I saw your first podcast, and that was great. Kevin was here on the live, but Kevin is coming back for the podcast. So you're the man, Kevin. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. And I need all the help I can get. So anybody else, please contact us. I had Greg, and I don't know if Greg is watching tonight or not, but Greg offered to come on the podcast. So bless you. Appreciate it, Greg. And so, yes, Kevin will be joining. So Mindy did the math for us. By the way, I am Jamie. which you sometimes hear on my videos, but for you, Ira, I'll answer to Tom, but only for you, Ira. Jamie is... Dang it. I'm trying to... There's my Jamie. I am young. I'm in my early 20s. Tired of this narrative. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I brought it out. I brought it out in her. So... I'm trying to... I have another Jamie. Not my Jamie. Another Jamie. And it's not wrestler. So I am going to I'm going to straighten this out. So I'm mixing Jamie up with, who is tonight? So did I tell you I had a rough weekend? Did I tell you I went to a bachelor party this weekend? Oh man. And I'm so thankful I rented a hotel over there. Whew. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so where are we at? I gotta take a little quick peek at where we are. Jamie Miller, are you on? You're on YouTube, right? Not on Facebook. I'm trying to distinguish on the people who are on Facebook and who are on YouTube. I got multi-stream up here. Didn't I tell you guys I was... There's nothing on the multi-stream. It's only on... Wait a minute. Antonio? So this has YouTube.
Yes.
And this has multi-stream.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be Facebook and
Yeah, hit multi-stream.
YouTube? Nothing.
We don't have anything on Facebook right now, I just checked.
Hmm?
We don't have any chats on Facebook right now.
No, multi-stream should be both.
Yeah, it should be.
But we are up on Facebook,
You could try
right?
hitting refresh. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, YouTube.
Maybe there's a timer on multi-stream. It seems like the multi-stream ones are timed.
We have no chats on Facebook. Do we have any? Do you know if we have anybody watching on Facebook? Is that even a thing?
We've got one viewer right now.
And this says, why are you streaming on Rumble? How do you know we're streaming on Rumble? Are you on Rumble? We are on multiple. It's my default. I forget we stream on Facebook. Ira had too many. Yes. Actually, if truth be known, glad you brought that up. So, there's my whiskey flight. I did Nectar of the Gods, right? Somebody else, the guy sitting across from me, I wish I could bring up those pictures because I have a lot more pictures. Is there a way to bring up any more of those pictures, Antonio?
Are they on your phone?
Yeah, they're all on where you found these.
Yeah, you took them on your phone, right? Do you want to just show the...
I just want to bring them up here. Anyways, the guy across from me got this, the Old Forester I don't know. I never heard of Old Forester, right? $29 for that flight. Oh, man. Hold up, you guys. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna do it this way. Hopefully.
Yeah, we have to sign into your account on stream. I don't think we should do that.
You don't, huh? All right, gallery. Oops. Oh, man. All right. So this is the guy with the. Now that's not Justin. That's another guy at the party with the big tomahawk steak bone in his mouth. And there's Justin with the tomahawk steak. And oh, have any of you ever heard of? What? This right here, I'm trying to pull it up, and I don't know if I can pull it up to where y'all can read it. I don't think so. It's a whiskey. It's an Whistle Pig whiskey called Beholden, and so that's what's in that little case right there. Those shots were $75 for a snifter of, I don't see where I have, darn it. So this is, I was wanting to show you the little shot glasses. Oh, here we are, pictures. Let me see if I have them in here. Here we go. So that's the name of the Whistle Pig. If you ever want to, I think it's like $600 for a bottle of that stuff, right? "21 years of aging." This is the other guy getting crazy. Where are those shot glasses? Ah, dang. Anyways, I can't find them now. Anyway, sorry about that. Where were we? So Ira had too many whiskey flights. Yes, I did. If you see what I just showed you, yeah, he's a lobster. Why aren't you streaming on Rumble? Why aren't you streaming on Rumble? That's an Antonio question.
Yeah.
I thought we should be streaming on. According to Christian, we could stream on. Well, I know Instagram, I know Facebook, I know YouTube, and he was talking about X and Rumble. And so I do have a Rumble channel, so, you know, you're absolutely right. Why aren't we? Missy's. I put a comment on your Facebook feed to test it out for you. Came back to YouTube to torment you some more.
Try bringing up the multi-stream chat.
The multi-stream?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How come it goes on and then it's off?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Scott comes up. I mean, Jamie comes up as.
Huh.
Oh, man. That's.
We're gonna have to mess with
I wish I could. Dang it. Multi-stream. I am now on Facebook for a moment to test it out for you. Looks like it is still running on Facebook. Going back to YouTube now. Cool. Trophy fishing. I'm a single U.S. Navy veteran living in Connecticut. I want to move to your area. Sell me a good house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath in a golfing area. Absolutely. So, thank you for serving, by the way. Appreciate that. My nephew's son-in-law is getting ready to go into the Navy a couple months. But, so the way I work is we kind of get together for the first time, well, pretty much every time, but before we go out and look at anything, you come on into the office, we sit down, we talk about what it is, you're looking for, what you want for your lifestyle, and I try to put it all together for you. There's several different communities in the area, 55 plus and not. I kind of figure out first, are you looking for a 55 plus community? Are you, what kind of home are you looking for? And we just go on and on and on until we kind of narrow it right on down. And a lot of times we end up in the villages, and sometimes not. So villages isn't for everybody. And I tell everybody that. So trophy fishing, come on down. We'll talk either in my office or in the conference room, and we'll go over different communities because it's the community first that we have to find. Then we look for homes. But I try to match you up with the perfect community for you. Okay? And that's how I work. I know a lot of other agents, they'll talk to somebody on the phone. People tell them, I'm interested in this home and that home. I want to see this home and that home. And they make appointments and they print out the MLS sheet and bam, they hit the ground running and off they go without knowing anything about the person they're working with. And to me, that's just crazy. You're wasting their time. You're wasting your own time. If you haven't sat down, got to know the person that you're with, I spend probably at least an hour, but normally an hour and a half, and maybe even up to 2 hours, just talking and looking at different homes and communities and really getting to know you, and then I'll go like, all right, let's go check this out or check that out. So that's where it's all at, and we will make sure. I know a lot of people will come to the villages, and when they stay in the villages, they start talking to people, and just about everybody tells them. Because there's a little saying in the villages, that you'll probably buy 3 homes here in the villages. And I can tell you right now, most of my people, and we talk about this, and we kind of debate the issue here on my live stream and in my chats about, what's good for somebody and whether or not you're going to buy 3 homes. Because, if you're a seasonal person looking to be here just for 3 or 4 months out of the year, you're going to have that seasonal home. You'll ultimately end up here full time. So yes, then you'll buy another home. You'll buy your full time home. But sometimes we'll even buy your permanent home as your seasonal home, and there's no reason to move. But a lot of times your budget changes, from the time you are just a seasonal person to now you've sold your home up north, now you're coming down here, now you're buying your permanent home. I get that. And so yes, then you will go ahead and end up buying 3 homes more than likely, 2 at least. So that's what we're all about. Okay. We'll come see you soon, turning 60 this month. Awesome. As a fellow veteran, USAF, does Florida housing market work seamlessly with VA loans? Yes. However, I do know that the villages do not they don't take VA loans for their new homes. They're not VA approved, for one. They don't wish to be VA approved. And so you cannot use a VA loan on a brand new home, whether you build it or you buy one of their spec homes, inventory homes. They won't take a VA loan. So, hey Ira, we're awakened, catching you now. All right, Tess, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. We're awakened. Did the Eclipse knock you out? I just want one home. And there you go. Well, Gary, the thing is, you're not moving here till you retire anyways, right? In 5 years, right? We've talked about that a lot. And so I'm waiting. As soon as you buy that house, Gary, I'm out. How's that? Just kidding. All right, so anyways, let's do this. It is time to look at what the market's doing, okay? 387 matches. So it is slowly but surely creeping up. Okay, I was going to say, what is going on here? All right, so your first ones we have starting at 150, 159, 159. These are all manufactured homes, okay? So I'll drag this over here. Manufactured. Mobile, pre-1996, whoa. 881 square feet, $169. $169.9. And there you go. That's, well, let's do, oh, that's 25, okay. And then they just go up. So let's see. Site built. All right, so manufactured. Here's a villa, 2-bedroom, 2-bath for $200,000. That's pretty cheap, actually. Oh, okay. Well, this. Wait a minute. Let me. Let me go here and. Here. And here. All right, I'm back. So this is an auction property. See, 200,000. You're like, whoa, 2008, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,182 square feet living area on Juneberry Avenue. Man, that looks pretty good to me. 2-car garage. Where is Juneberry, anyways? Let's go to our map. And it's off of St. Charles and Bailey Trail. Now, that's a courtyard villa with a 2-car garage. here's your normal typical courtyard villas that you come in on an angle on. This one you happen to just drive straight into it, and has a two-car garage. Well, this home is not going to sell for $200,000, I can tell you. It's an auction. An auction property. Bid what you want to pay. Bidding is open now and starts ending on the 17th. Today is the 8th, so in 9 days they're going to just let this thing bid itself up. The listing price is the starting bid. So you better be prepared to go up in price on this home. It is not selling for $200,000, and it's been on the market 7 days. I'm kind of surprised I haven't gotten a whole bunch of calls already about, hey, I really want to, check this home out. Let's see, for $200,000. Well, yeah, I'd want to check it out too. Nice tile. Let's see. Trying to determine. Yeah, it's a vault. Has vaulted ceilings. These are the appliances. Oh, well, that carpet's will wake you up in the morning. And so will this other carpet that I've seen in here. There it is. So all tile, vaulted ceilings, courtyard villa. You want to replace the carpet in it. It is, so there's your wall and everything in the back, and wall on the back, fencing on the sides, screened in lanai. I was wondering if we were going to get any aerials on this. And there you go, that's what it looks like from the back. Your lanai over here. Alright, but, so, if you want to, if this might be something you're interested in and you want to jump in on this auction, I'd be more than happy to work with you and submit an auction for you. This talks about everything that there is to bid on that property. But get with me and I'll help you come up with a price in this auction. But going back to our homes, so yeah, $200,000 for that home right there is kind of let's see, open house. When is that open house? The 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. So some people think that they'll get a bidding war going on with this auction, and it kind of is like a bidding war when you leave it on the market for so long, and sometimes, so usually in auctions they have a reserve, and this one might have a reserve of $350,000, but they're going to start off at $200 to try to really gain everybody's attention and get everybody to start bidding it up. And so you'll bid, and then you go back, check it out. You see somebody outbid you, you'll go higher. I mean, it is kind of a bidding war when you're actually doing these auction properties. But going back to here, so that's why you have this villa stuck off in the middle of all these manufactured homes over here until you get to these older 1996, 1994. So if we really went to, well, here's a this one, 971. Ooh, that's awful small. Kind of surprised. Anyways, So that's what we're looking at. I don't really know if anybody has anything that they would like to bring to, let's see here. All right, so we're back. If anybody would like to, just talk about what we saw, I'd be happy to talk about that. Okay, so the one on Juneberry, yeah. And I'm really shocked that a 2008 home had that color carpet. Normally you see that around a 1994 or a 1995 home. That was back in the pastel era when those homes were being built in the 90s. But not a 2008. That's wild. Love the carpet, But if that's all you really have to replace on this, then that's more power to you. That's an easy fix, when you're talking about a courtyard villa with a 2-car garage. Shoot, if you got it under $350, you'd be doing pretty good. All right, let's see here. Well, let me see who just joined us. Tess just joined us. I want to welcome Andy. Thanks for calling in here or chatting in with us. That's very cool. Perhaps the purple carpet was a Las Vegas person. Possibly. Where are we here? Yeah, well, you know what? That would make sense too. They're kind of extravagant there in Las Vegas, aren't they? But yeah, I would just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and just get a couple rooms of carpet. You almost want to get new carpet no matter what home you buy anyways, right? Unless it already looks new and they've already cleaned it. And that's what I would suggest if you're looking at homes. Get that carpet cleaned. So thank you, Andy, by the way, for joining us this evening. Is there anything else that you would like me to talk about tonight or go over? Because that's what this is all about. This is your time live to ask me any questions and have me answer whatever questions it might be that you've been wondering about, you're interested in. What I can tell you is this inventory is starting to creep up, and when you do get that kind of inventory, I'm not sure. Let's see. Actually, let me try something. I don't know if this is going to work, but okay, yeah. All right, look and see. This time last year, in April, what is this, April 8th. Let me see what, 0 matches. I thought it might work for us. Active. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Trying to find out, this is even, I have April 8th, 2024 up, and it's showing 0 matches, so I'm going to have to try to figure out, hold up, maybe we can go back. Let's see. All right, April 8th. No, Wait a minute, what happened there? No, that has to be all the way through to today. I'm kind of thinking the whole year. So 386. I was just wondering what it was, back then, and I'm gonna have to work on that. See if I can't come up with what was on the market back then, so we could actually try to track that. That would be a wonderful thing. So 387, and select one or more statuses. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. 1 month back. You can also use a days back range. And I don't even know where that could possibly be going. Yeah. It's going all the way, probably back to, you see the highlighted areas. It's still going. No, that's not it. Clear. Out of there. We'll have to we'll work on that. All right. Let's go back to our little chat here. Okay, so of course might be surprised of what good flooring might be under that carpet. Yep, some real good concrete. Oh, here, hold up. Let's come on back here for you. That's what's underneath that carpet is concrete. I can guarantee you that. Missy Mo, going to Sawgrass next time? Well, you guys, you need to tell me. Like I was saying, Spanish Springs was a big fail, but I don't know why. I think there's a line there at Spanish Springs. When I used to work for the Villages and I was in that sales office, well, I had, what did I have when I was there? Shoot. Wasn't Verizon like I have now. Man. Sprint. That's who I had. I had Sprint way back then. Sprint gave me a bunch of trouble, and that's why I left Sprint and went to Verizon. But now it seems like I'm having the same issues over there in Spanish Springs as I did with Verizon. Jamie, just wanted to put this out there. On Top of the World is having an event this week to talk about the amenities they offer within that community, in case anyone is interested in that area. So Jamie, thank you for bringing that up. And if I might add, if you do inquire over there and On Top of the World, please mention my name. Tell them that you're working with me, because if you don't, they'll put you in their computer and you'll be lost forever, and I will not be able to help you over there. And if you ever want my assistance, and trust me, it's so much easier for me to work with them over there than it is in the Villages, because I can actually go over there and watch the construction of your home. I could actually go over there and do a walkthrough at the drywall stage. I guess I could do that here too once they get to that point. But anyways, yes, if you contact On Top of the World or Stone Creek, please tell them you're working with Ira Miller. if you wish to have me assist you at any time in the future, okay? So, trophy fishing. I heard a lot of people say renting for a while is the way to go, but others found their dream home right away. With Ira and jumped right in. All depends on the situation. I'm sorry. I missed that. Do you suggest renting for a few months while I look? I only suggest renting for a few months if you're not sure about where you really want to buy in the villages. It's kind of my suggestion that you just find the perfect home for you and buy it wherever it is. However, be careful about the bonds. Because in the new area they can get a little pricey up there or down there. So I would be very careful about that. They do have an extra tax, city tax down there. We could talk about all that, but I think like what Wrestler was saying, a lot of times I'm going to take you around and, talk about the different areas, the different advantages of different areas, if there are any, and, and then let's look for the best home for you. I'm not a big advocate in spending, $2,000-$3,000 a month for 6 months. I mean, $2,000, that's $12,000 that you could be spending on a lot of stuff in that home. You could be painting your driveway, you could be enhancing your landscaping, you could be putting crown molding in. There's all kind of stuff you can spend $12,000 to $18,000 on, right? So, so that's kind of my take on renting. Now, there's some people who only want to rent. I deal in rentals, but the only rentals I really well, I should back up. Most of the rentals I deal in are annual rentals. People who want to rent for a whole year. And these people typically don't have any they don't have any desire to buy a home at all here in the villages. So all they want to do is rent. They don't want to own. And that's up to them, but we have one home that we deal with, and I'm trying to get an annual rental but if we don't, we rent it out by the month for just this one customer. Heard a lot of people say, thanks, Jamie. It would be great if a representative of I Am Realty would film it and give us the inside scoop. Oh, we're on top of the world. And then Gary Winkle says, Jamie Miller, I'm visiting on top of the world near the end of June, but Gary, did you tell them? I don't think you did, but let's see. That's great, Gary. They're a great community. Jamie, Gary's up there with you in Tallahassee. Unfortunately, Jerry, I have school that day till late, so I won't be able to take a trip down for that. Maybe I can get someone in the office to go. And I have a feeling that they might not like us over there with our video camera. You know how they are over there. Elizabeth, can you show or go to different villages? Can you show or go to different villages or rec centers? Are you talking about on our live stream, in our remote live streams? We could definitely do that. We could go to Sawgrass. That's kind of one of the things about Sawgrass Grove is that it's kind of small, it's kind of limited. I mean, I could walk around there for 15 minutes and pretty much show you everything in the square. Then I can go out, show you the little pitch and putt that they have over there, show you Ezel Recreation Center, and maybe spend 45 minutes to an hour over there. That might be enough for a live stream. So we're going to see Ezel Rec Center when I do go over there. We can go down the street and see maybe Franklin Recreation Center. What else is around there? I know a lot of people are kind of talking about Eastport, and maybe we can go take a drive over to Eastport from Sawgrass Grove. So that sounds like a plan to me. All right, so yeah, and we can go see different. So I think, Elizabeth, that sounds like a plan to me. With Sawgrass Grove, Ezel, go over Bexley Bridge, go on over to Eastport, kind of look around over there, and then kind of do a remote from that area. So, Jerry wants to know, Jamie, how's your big project going? Trophy fishing, you can also do a 7-day lifestyle visit to the villages. I think there is a similar program on Top of the World. It is, but it's a lot shorter. It's 2 days, it's 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights over and on Top of the World. But you could also then hop on over to Stone Creek for 2 days and 3 nights, 2 nights and 3 days as well. And that would cover on Top of the World in Stone Creek in a good amount of time. And it's very reasonable. Wrestler, do they have a fishing pond for trophy fishing? I told on Top of the World about working with you. Okay, cool. Maybe we could switch up. So, Gary, just so you know, they require me to go over there and do an introduction to your agent. So let us know when you're headed over there. Maybe we could switch up the live stream next week and do it Friday and go to Brownwood's Blueberry Festival. Or we can do it in addition to. What do you think about that? And so Crystal River is only a half hour from on Top of the World, and Crystal River is over there on the west coast. Plenty of fishing over there, brackish water in some of the canals. You'll find a lot of redfish. You'll find a variety of fishing over there. It's where everybody goes to launch their boats and go on out into the Gulf, Crystal River. And so I think trophy fishing would love to go from on Top of the World, drive a half hour down 200, get to Crystal River and really enjoy that. Finney as well. I like Finney. Jerry, they're killing me over here. But almost done with school, so I can't complain. I know, April, May, June, July, August. 4 more months, Jamie, for your master's degree. 4 more. So, and then I know you have some summer breaks for a couple of weeks in there as well. So hang in there, babe. You'll get it. All right, so there's some encouragement for you, Jamie. Thank you, Jerry. She needs a little encouragement. She's got short-timer's disease. She's just about out of there. And the closer it gets, I know the harder it is to hang in there because you just want to be done. I know Joey, this is his last month. Actually last 3 weeks, and he's out of there. And he can't wait either. He's got short-timer's disease as well. So, all right, well, Elizabeth's friend is in the village of Richmond. And Ira coming down for a lifestyle on Friday, looking for a pool home. Hey. Text, why don't you email me? Ira at imrealty.org. O-R-G. Ira at imrealty.org. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for in a pool home, and we will send you some pool homes to consider, okay? And I'd love to work with you. So, coming down on the lifestyle on Friday. Let's see, what's going on? Oh, there's an air show in Lakeland this weekend as well, by the way, guys. There's a lot going on around here. So Blueberry is on the 19th. Keep it going, Jamie. You can do it, girl. And that's coming from one Jamie to another. Yeah, it's trophy fishing. You'll love Crystal River down there. Speaking of the rec centers, EJ Fishes 76 says, will the newer sections that are being built build those up like Sumter, Spanish Springs in time? Thanks, Ira, for your time. Eric. And so I have to say, and I've mentioned this before, back in the day when they did Spanish Spring and they did Lake Sumter Landing, they built all the infrastructure first. All the rec centers were built, the town square was built before they even sold the first home. Then they go on over there to Finney, start building homes over there without the first, well, I guess they had a welcome center that doubled as a rec center and had a little grill over there, and that was the extent of it for a long time. Then once people started buying homes over there, then they kind of knew that they were onto something. Then they went ahead and started putting more rec centers in, and finally, after 3 years, they finally put Magnolia Shopping Center in there. Back in the day, that would have all been put in first. So, anyways. Let's see. Trophy Fishing is looking for a mermaid. Oh, man. All right, speaking of the rec centers, town squares, will the newer sections that are being built, build those up like Sumter, Spanish Springs in time? So I think I just answered your question there. They're going to put in the homes first, and then the infrastructure, where it used to be the opposite way when Gary Morris was alive. I feel the same way with work. 4 more years or so seem like a long time. All right, thank you, Antonio, for throwing that in there. Ira at imrealty.org. You can email us. So, let me see. So, West Virginia Hillbilly, give us a call. Throw our number in there too. 352-204-9026. You will reach Blakely, and she'll get us all set up. If you call my cell phone number, that's a hit or miss type deal there. If I'm working with people, or I'm usually always doing something, I'll have to get with you at the end of the day, more than likely. But get with Blakely, she'll set you up, she'll send you some pool homes, she'll set you up with an appointment with me, and we'll get you all taken care of. All right, so Mr. Sylvain, thank you for jumping in. Greetings. And Andy, you're out of here. Good night to you as well. Thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. Please come back next week. Like Jamie Miller was saying, look for us on Friday on a remote to the Blueberry Festival at Brownwood. I'm not sure if that's this Friday or a week from this Friday. Jamie, when a person gets a doctorate's degree, they call you doctor. When you get your master's degree, does Ira have to call you Master Jamie? Oh, man. Don't let that go to her head. Please. And I'm sure she'll probably tell her brother to be calling her Master Jamie if I know my Jamie. All right, trophy fishing. Thanks for your time as well. I appreciate you jumping on with us this evening. So, Mindy says Spanish Springs is her area. Wrestler, when I got my bachelor's degree, I was married, so I was not able to be officially be called bachelor. Darn it. So there's our telephone number, you guys. Give us a call to get set up with me and fill up my calendar for me. Ira, I've been watching you from the beginning. You are the man. Thank you, West Virginia Hillbilly. What's your first name? Anyways, would love to have that. Next Friday, Dad. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Is that correct? Thanks for all you do. Have a great night. So, Missy Mo, bowing out as well. Seems like everybody's is starting to bail. It's 10 minutes to 8. So I don't want to bail on everybody. I want to make sure I get everybody answered and taken care of. So West Virginia Hillbilly, thank you so much. We will be looking for that pool home for you. Jamie Miller, you like my shirt? And my glasses? In case you came on late, this is how I started the show today. With these awesome sun-blocking Eclipse glasses from Tom and Linda. Thanks so much. All right, so I guess we're going to wrap it up. And one last question. Where did you get the t-shirt? Well, there you go. I just said Tom and Linda. Tom and Linda M. I don't know if they want me putting their last name out there on the airwaves, but isn't that cool with my NASA? I don't think there's anything on the back, is there? On the back of my shirt?
Nope.
All blank, yeah. It's all in the front. So, yeah. Very stylish. Yes, I would say so. A guy on Landis was selling a ton of them. $5 each. For glasses, right? Not a t-shirt. Yeah, he was making bank. They probably cost him $1. Did you get your glasses, Jamie? Were they like this? Hope so. I don't want to be spending a bunch of money on those eyeballs. So thanks, Jamie Wrestler, live stream today. Cool. Keep up the great work. Yep. Cool, babe. That's my Jamie. No, I was stuck in studio. Get out. You couldn't pop outside for 2 minutes? Well, like your brother says, in another 20 years, you'll see another one, so you'll be only 44. You're good to go. Me, I might try to fly wherever the next one is. I don't know. When is the next eclipse anyways? When is the next full eclipse? After 2024. The next total solar eclipse to occur not in the U.S. Whoa. It'll only shadow 3 states? So, when is the next outside of the U.S.?
I'm seeing 2026.
Totality will be limited to Greenland, Iceland, Spain, Russia, and a small area of Portugal. Man, that would be great. I'd love to do that. I'd love to go to Iceland or Greenland or Spain, not Russia. I don't want to end up like that journalist. All right, so yeah, because 20 years, probably not. Probably not. Where will the solar eclipse be in 2027? A total solar eclipse will be visible in Spain and across a swath of northern Africa. So there's, only takes money and an airplane, and away you go. You guys missed, well, Robert, he was probably sleeping, hopefully. No, 2044, Tico. Jamie, what a great omen, 44. Oh, yeah, because she was born in 1999. She's not even of this century. She's from last century. And that's what her brother likes to remind her. She's from the 1900s, like her parents. Better take me to Ireland for FSU football first. Are you still wanting to go to that? I thought we nixed that. No. It's 2044. You guys. 2024. See what it says right there? If you missed today's total solar eclipse, 2044. August 12th. But the next one anywhere is 2026. And the one in 2024 boy, I hope those people down there around Texas were able to see it. Oh, Europe, including the UK, gets a turn on 29th of March next year. Oh, that's a partial. We'll pass over. That's Scotland. So, in the mainland U.S., the next total solar eclipse is August 22nd, 2044. There you go. Missed it all if there was anything to see. We nixed it because you didn't bring it up again. We can talk about it later. We can go. In 2045, Florida will be included in an eclipse. Well, it was included this year too. And Gary, you should have had a little bit better view than even what I had, because you're a little bit further west out there. And Miss Blakely, she was out there in Destin, so she was even further out the panhandle. So I don't know if she got her glasses and was able to see it. Anyways. All right. Okay, all you lovely, awesomest people, we're wrapping it up tonight. So let's see. Wait a minute. Before I go, Gary, I got some pictures of it. How'd you get pictures, Gary? I tried like heck. Here's my pictures, which weren't worth a darn. That's looking through the lens of these glasses. I guess you can see it a little bit, you know. Don't know if I can zoom in on that, yeah. So yeah, up here on the right hand side of it, you can see that eclipse a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Anyways, wanted to share with y'all before we bowed out. So Greg says going through Florida in 2 weeks to look at 55 plus communities. Well, Greg. Excuse me. So Greg, I guess you should really start up there in Jacksonville if you're working your way down. They have some Del Webb communities up there. Oh shoot, Del Webb. Oh gosh, brain dead tonight, guys. But they have well. Del Webb, Jacksonville. All right, so what are they called? Del Webb, St. John's. E-Town. Del Webb, E-Town, pretty cool place. I've been there. Let's see. I'm going to be honest with you, Greg. I mean, I've looked. I've been all the way up to Jacksonville. I've been all the way down past Claremont. The villages on top of the world, Del Webb, Stone Creek, those three seem to be the best around that I have been to for 55 plus active adult communities. So that's kind of oh, wait a minute. Let me come on back to y'all. Okay. So active adult communities, 55 plus communities, I'm telling you, I swear, the best that I've found is, well, Lakewood Ranches. There is a place called Lakewood Ranches down there, I think. That's kind of like the villages. So I'd try on top of the world, Del Webb, Stone Creek, the villages, and Lakewood Ranches. Lakewood Ranches, right? Florida. And Lakewood Ranch is an award-winning master plan. And this has 55 plus communities as well as communities for all ages. So they're saying #1 community 6 years running. So you might want to check that out. I honestly have heard about it and have not had a chance to check it out, and I really should. So, anyways, let's see. Life here, clubs, villages. I'm trying to see if it tells you about the 55 plus. I'm pretty sure they have a 55 plus section. Here, maybe this is, I know that's about 2 hours away from me though. Anyways. So that's it, Greg. Villages on top of the world, Del Webb, Stone Creek, and I need to get down and check out Lakewood Ranch, and then so I can give you. One other place. How did I forget? Margaritaville. Don't forget Margaritaville in Daytona. There's also a Margaritaville out in the Panhandle as well. And again, I'm trying to think of the name of the one out in the Panhandle. Something Sound. Margaritaville. Don't forget Margaritaville. That place is cool. Margaritaville. Resorts, not resorts. Margaritaville communities. It is actually, Latitude Margaritaville, right? Is that what it is? Latitude? Is it Latitude? I think it's Latitude. Water Sound. See, there it is. Latitude Margaritaville, Water Sound, or Daytona Beach. Yeah, you want to make sure you check out Latitude Margaritaville. I did do a video a long time ago. I really need to get back there. It's been before the pandemic. So yeah, so you could go to if you're, I don't know where you're coming from, Greg, but probably there's another Del Webb in Jacksonville. It's not E-Town though. Let's see, Del Webb in Jacksonville. What is the name of that? E-Town, not E-Town. Not Sweetwater. Where is it? Maybe it's here. Let's see. Jacksonville, Florida. Let's see here. Del Webb, Wildlight, no. Del Webb, that's E-Town, I think, yeah. I thought there was one other one. What's this one? Del Webb. Close, get out of my way. Nocatee, that's what and Ponte Vedra. So you might want to check that out. But you can see where they're starting out at. They're starting out at $450,000 in Nocatee. But Del Webb, E-Town, starting at $392,900. And then where's that other one? way up here, Del Webb Wildlight. That is, whoops. Wildlight 349.9. But Margaritaville, while you're there, come on down to Daytona. They won't have, oops. So right off of I-95 and LPGA, I'm not seeing LPGA, but on this map. But anyways, and then come on in. So you go down there, and then you'll hit, here, let me see. Here's 40. So LPGA is going to be right outside of 40, right here where the Daytona Auto Mall is. This is your, they're not even going to put it on there. But over here is where Margaritaville, Latitude Margaritaville. And then you'll want to go back up to 40, and you'll want to come on in, or you'll go down to 44 actually, probably. And you can come on 92 or 44. Anyways, definitely check out Latitude Margaritaville, then come on in and see us over here in Ocala and the Villages, and Whiskey Flights. So give us a call, Greg, 352-204-9026. We would love to get with you. Teresa, I am Elizabeth's friend. So yes, reach out to us, Teresa. Maybe we can put you on the line and really make Elizabeth jealous, right? Okay. So Greg, that's where you should start. Okay, everyone, have a great weekend. Jamie's out. Jamie Wrestler's out. Check your email later. Water Sound. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We found that up in the Panhandle. All right. All right. There's also Del Webb in Orlando. All right, y'all. Let me come on back to you. Here I am. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We will see you next Monday, very possibly at Sawgrass Grove. We'll see. If we're going to go out there and test out our Wi-Fi before we even go out there. If the Wi-Fi doesn't work, we're not going to be. We'll see you back here in the office on Monday. But if our Wi-Fi works out there at Sawgrass Grove, Teresa, give us a call, 352-204-9026. We'd love to kind of make arrangements to really make Elizabeth jealous, put you on our live stream, our remote live stream, and we'd love to hear from you, okay? So, Greg, if you have any other questions, give us a call. We gave you our phone number, text or call on that number is fine. We'd love to hear from you all, okay? Oh, Mark, man, coming in at the end. Sorry, buddy, but we're out of here, 8:10. We'll see you next Monday. Hopefully, Mark, you've been here for a while, so thank you for popping up. See ya.